grinning?
We just got served, team.
Voltron,
represent!
Why are you gonna front like a punk that's got bad skills? You, that bitch, stick your ass on the block trying to pay those bills.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to part 2 of the top 10 80s cartoons ready for a live-action movie, where we discuss which 80s cartoons have the greatest potential to be a live-action movie. If you haven't already, check out part 1. Here we go. Number 6. Visionaries, Knights of the Magical Light. Visionaries is an animated series airing for one season in 1987, which produced a line of toys by Hasbro along with a comic series. Since the toy line didn't prove to be very successful, both the animated series and comic series were cancelled. The animated series lasted for only 13 episodes, while the comics lasted for only 6 issues, stopping in the middle of an unfinished storyline.
It's a time when magic is more powerful than science, and only those who control the magic control destiny.
The series was set on the planet of Prismos, an advanced society where all electronics and advanced machines no longer functioned, where people were forced to rely on old magic. Those who wished to gain magic were invited to a competition by Merklin the Wizard, and after surviving dangerous creatures, traps, as well as each other, they were rewarded. Their armor was embedded with an animal totem based on their personalities and abilities Merklin observed during the competition, which they can now transform into.
Portrait for bootlicking, I give you the scampering beetle. I am offended.
2 groups then rose to power, the law-abiding Spectral Knights and the villainous Darkling Lords. It was reported in 2015 that both Hasbro and Paramount were creating a movie universe combining Visionaries with G.I. Joe, Micronauts, Mask, and ROM together. Then, in 2016, the Hollywood promoter reported that a number of people had joined the writer's room on this project, but no more news has come to us in 2017.
Comfort and wealth matters little if one is not free. Oh, and watch out behind you.
Number 7. Voltron, Defender of the Universe. This popular animated series featured a team of astronauts who piloted a giant super robot known as Voltron. The original TV series aired from 1984 to 1985, with the first season featuring the Lion Force Voltron, adapted from the Japanese anime TV series Beast King Go Lion. This featured a team of 5 young pilots commanding 5 robot lions, which can be combined to form Voltron. The second season featured the Vehicle Team Voltron, and was adapted from the anime series Armored Fleet Die Ruger 15. This second season had a different storyline, with a fleet of explorers sent to search for new planets to colonize, where they attracted the attention of the evil Drool Empire. The Voltron Force consisted of 15 explorer members, divided into 3 teams which could be made into 3 vehicles: Sea, the Aquatic Fighter; Land, the Turbo Terrain Fighter; and Air, the Stratofighter. All 3 vehicles had the ability to come together to create the mighty Voltron. A crossover TV special aired in 1986 called Voltron Fleet of Doom, which mixed Series 1 and 2 of Voltron together. In 1998, the computer-generated series Voltron: The Third Dimension was released as a sequel to the Lion Force Voltron series. And in 2011, the series Voltron Force premiered on Nicktoons, where we follow the exploits of a couple of young cadets brought together by the original members of the Voltron Force. And in 2016, Netflix came out with an exclusive series, Voltron: The Legendary Defender, produced by DreamWorks Animation, which is essentially a reboot of the Voltron story, with the second season that has already premiered on January of 2017. Number 8. Heman. I already did an in-depth video on the He-Man movie given a release date for 2019, but there's always that possibility it may never go through. He-Man was the main character in a line of toys, a comic book series, as well as an animated TV series. He is the brave superhuman ego of Prince Adam of Eternia, protecting the secrets of Castle Grayskull from the evil forces of Skeletor. After the launch of the first toy line, an animated series was created in 1983, stretching to 1985 with a total of 130 episodes. Another animated series would be created in 1990 called The New Adventures of He-Man, and one in 2002 called He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. But of course, in 1987, a live-action film entitled The Masters of the Universe was created, starring Dolph Lundgren as He-Man and Frank Langella as Skeletor. With the small budget, no Battle Cat, no Prince Adam or Orko, as well as the story taking place on Earth, many hardcore He-Man fans were disappointed with the film and feel it didn't do justice to the iconic franchise. But damn, that boy looking fine!
I'm too sexy for my shirt, too sexy for my
should.
But Sony has officially announced that a Masters of the Universe movie will be released on December 18th as of 2019, with David Goyer as, right now, the writer. There are even some rumors flying around that Skeletor may not even be in this potential film. Since Sony is guilty of publishing official release dates only to not see the project through, we won't believe it until we see it. Number 9. Shira. Shira is the main character of the cartoon series Shira, Princess of Power, running from 1985 to 1986 for 2 seasons with a total of 93 episodes. She is the alter ego of Princess Adora and twin sister to Prince Adam / Heman.
For the honor of Grayskull, I am Shira!
Shira was intended to appeal to young girls the same way He-Man appealed to boys, but I think she still appealed to boys, you know what I'm saying?
Dora, where have you been?
She was first introduced in the animated movie The Secret of the Sword as Force Captain of the evil horde that ruled planet Etheria.
You lied to me, both of you. The Horde is evil.
She later discovers she was kidnapped as a baby by the Horde's evil leader Hordak, and when granted the Sword of Protection, she has the ability to transform into Shira, very much like what He-Man did with the Sword of Power. Shira was actually intended to appear in the Masters of the Universe film, but the director thought it would be best to just focus on He-Man instead. And I can see why.
So sexy, it hurts.
With the intent of pumping out a He-Man movie, there is talk of a Shira movie being released after the He-Man movie, with a crossover movie of the two in the future. Apparently, the director of G.I. Joe is currently looking for Caucasian actresses as well as women of color to play Shira, but I highly doubt the article was credible due to the lack of concrete sources. With lead female superhero movies becoming increasingly popular, a Shira movie would certainly be on trend. And finally, number 10, Bionic 6.
We are a family.
Bionic 6 was an American-Japanese animated TV series airing from 1987 to 1989 with a total of 65 episodes. An LJN line of toys came out a year prior to the TV series, consisting of 13 figures, 5 vehicles, and a playset. We follow a family of machine-enhanced humans possessing unique powers after being augmented with bionic technology where each family member is given specific bionic powers. Dr. Sharp used Jack Bennett as a test subject and augmented him with bionic powers. He was then known as Bionic 1. When Jack was on a ski vacation with his family, an alien spacecraft triggered an avalanche, burying his family and exposing them to a mysterious radiation of a buried object. Jack survives, but discovers his family is in a comatose state. Jack turns to the doctor who turned him bionic, and in turn helps his family and turns them bionic too.
Dad, turns out hitting homers isn't a superpower. Bionic 5! We're getting a divorce. Bionic 4! Bionic 3!
You killed my brother!
Bionic 2!
We never had any training!
Bionic 1!
The Bionic 6 battled the forces of evil Dr. Scarab, who is obsessed with ruling the world and immortality. You might be thinking, why is there a random Japanese and African American boy? They are actually 2 adopted sons that the Bennett family had adopted. There is also a gorilla-like robot who doubles as a housekeeper for the fam. So there you guys have it. What do you guys think of my last top 5 here? I also have some honorable mentions I'd like to give a shout out to that almost made the top 10. We have Dino Riders, Robotech, Mighty Orbots, and Samurai Pizza Cats. So if you haven't already, please check out video 1 of this video series and tell me out of all my nominations which is your favorite. Or if I haven't listed it, what 80s cartoon do you think has the most potential to be a live action movie? So leave your pick in the comments down below. So please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I come with new videos every Wednesday and Saturday, unless if I get invited for Chinese food. Thank you guys so much for watching and stay legendary.